Okay, let's talk. So, today's topic social media. I think that a lot of people see social media as a crutch and something that they're trying to work on not using as much. And my New Year's resolution is I'm not going to, be on Instagram as much or lower my screen time or I'm just going to delete it overall in general. And over the last week of not having any social media, I realized something. Well, that's a lie. I haven't fully had, not had it for a week. What I did do was I didn't have it for 4 or 5 days, and then I got it back so that I could start posting these on those. But I realized when I'm busy and I'm working and I have other things going on and I'm actually just doing what I'm supposed to be doing, even though I had them on my phone the entire time, I never used them. I checked the last 3 days. I've been on Instagram a total of, well, an average of 40 minutes a day, which for me was just editing and posting videos and going through a couple things for inspiration. Yeah, I did check out a few posts and stories, whatever, but it probably added up to a total of 20 minutes, which I'm not upset about. So the reason why I'm saying all this is this. You don't have to take away the things that you think are holding you back. You just have to use those things sparingly or remembering what really matters. Because if you're doing those things that really matter, you're going to take that time up that you normally would be doing something else. Now, if it gets to a point where you have other things to do and that thing is prohibiting you from doing those, even though you know that you should be, then yes, take it out of your life. Because even if you try your hardest, if it's even close to being an addiction, it will take over that and it'll be something that you can't just say, okay, I'm done using this for now, I'm going to do this. For me, I got so focused on my work and doing what I had to do that it didn't necessarily matter because I was getting to a point where I would just sit down, do what I have to do, and kind of forgetting that I had social media. For you, it might be a little different because you might be, you know, using it at work and you have a downtime, or you may be, I don't know, you can kind of figure out when you'd be using it before bed, right when you get up. For example, I don't sleep with my phone in my room at all. The From right before I go to bed and I finish all my journaling for the day, my phone stays on my desk. My phone's actually on my desk or by my desk a majority of the 24 hours of a day, unless I leave. The reason I do this is because I know that I'll have a tendency to get up and that's the first thing I'll do. If I did want to do that, I have to get up now to actually do it. And by that time I'm up and I get to my phone, I'm not going to lay back down. So if you struggle with that, try that. It might help. So what's the point of this video in general? I believe that everybody, everywhere, has the ability to do exactly what they want to do. And like I had mentioned yesterday, in terms of goals, everybody has goals. Everybody has things that they want to do, but they don't really know how to start. They don't, maybe they have a job and it takes up most of their day, and when they get home, they're tired. I get it. I was in that position. And the advice that I could give two types of advice, to be honest. I could give the advice of what I did, and I could give the advice of what I think you should do. What I did was I would come home after I worked at a restaurant. I would come home after I worked, and it would be about 9 or 10 at night, any day. Normally weekends it was that late. And I would do what I had to do for my job now until about 12, 1 a.m., and then I would just sleep in. I got out of work at 9. If you get out of work at 5 or whatever, and you'll still have time and you can adjust your hours that way. It's going to suck for a little bit. It has to suck. It did suck for me. I was tired all the time. But I still did what I had to do. And now I'm in a spot where technically I can wake up whenever I want. I don't because that would ruin me. I've been through a spot where I've done that. But if you are in that spot now, you have to remember for things to be better than they are, and for things to be how you want them to be, things have to suck for a little bit. It's unavoidable unless you win the lottery or something close. For you to just wake up one day and everything be perfect, it just doesn't happen. So you have to stop getting in your head and telling yourself that, oh, maybe one day things will just open up and I'll just have a clear path to exactly where I want to go, because that's not how it's going to work. And I wish that it would, because I want nothing more for every single person that watches this, or every single person around me, to be overnight. It be perfect, but it's not going to be that way. So you got to get up every day. You got to know what you have to do. And you got to attack it like your fucking life depends on it. Have a good day.